The National Assembly is once again on trial, and this time round it is the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission that has exposed rampant corruption in Parliament. The anti-graft body, in a report released to the Parliamentary Service Commission, has revealed how former members of Parliament are still receiving monthly salaries and how the PAC cannot account for 21 million shillings.
We know that the mandates of all are drawn based on legislations driven by the Parliament. So it's critical that as a house that provides the leadership in that area, the standards are set and driven from that position so that we don't talk about others when ourselves are living or lingering in weakness.
EACC says that the taxpayer continues to lose money through doctored mileage claims made by legislators who do not necessarily drive to their constituencies weekly or monthly. There are instances when members travel by air to the nearest airports and then use their private vehicles for the remainder of the distance and yet make claims for the entire distance. Some MPs make claims even when they have travelled out of the country for official duties. Others are paid mileage allowances even when the House is in recess and Parliament is not conducting any business. EACC says that PAC, in conjunction with the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, should consider paying every member a fixed amount for mileage at the end of every month.
Money may have been lost or malpractices may have been in place, especially in the areas of sitting allowances as well as mileage claims. Some of these allowances could be duplication or maybe double payments.
Tunalo jukumu la kuhakikisha kwamba zile hela ambazo tunatumia pale zinatumika kwa njia ambayo inafaa.
The anti-graft body has also poked holes in the process of issuing sitting allowances to MPs. Now, some members receive sitting allowances, yet they don't attend parliamentary sittings. In some instances, the report says MPs have been signing up for allowances for absent colleagues. At times, staff also sign attendance registers on behalf of their colleagues.
Where we have identified such like malpractices of people who may have been signed for, who may be outside and claiming for local travels, who may be conferring benefits to others in a very undue way, will all be analyzed and followed. That's why I said areas which require investigations will soon be investigated.
Members of PAC have also been put on the spotlight. They have been using taxpayers' money to fuel their private cars. EACC says accounting officers should implement best practices in management of fueling by adopting the usage of fuel cards, each of which should be linked to only one car.
PSC vehicles are fueled on Tuesdays at the National Oil Station ID pumps using petty cash. After fueling, the imprest holders pay in cash and is given a receipt. The receipt, together with a copy of the work ticket, is used to surrender the imprest. This practice creates a loophole for misappropriation of public funds through collusion with petrol attendants.
Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi, is not surprised by the findings of the EACC Corruption Audit Report. EACC CEO Halake Wako says the Commission has launched a probe into the graft in Parliament and will name all individuals involved.
I should be a happier person to know that we can be able to correct mistakes. And that, for me, I think it is important. And therefore, I'm not surprised by the findings and the recommendations.
We will be looking at the report in its entirety. It will actually go to our investigations department to be analyzed also. Where things require investigations, we do. Where further audit is required by others or they themselves from within, we will also point out.
The EACC Corruption Audit Report of the examination of financial management systems, policies, procedures and practices of the PAC was conducted between February and April this year. It sought to advise the Parliamentary Service Commission on ways and means of strengthening its financial management system in order to seal corruption loopholes and enhance accountability. Parliament has been given the mandate to oversee the use of public funds to ensure that there is no misappropriation. But according to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission report, it is now clear that there is a lot of misappropriation of public funds at the National Assembly. Now, the National Assembly has only 4 weeks to ensure that they implement the recommendations of the report. Brenda, Czeda for Ebro Africa TV, Nairobi.